Hello and welcome back to Book Game Spectator. Okay, so you've finally made it to Token Trove. Where do you go from here? Well, first I would like to orient you to two specific tabs. The first being the Market tab. Also, be mindful that you are actually on tokentrove.com. That's the home of book games to my best knowledge at this present moment. Um, I wanted to throw in a side note about maybe you could find it other places, but for this specific instance of me giving an explanation on this channel, we're going to be focusing it on Token Trove in terms of their user interface as a cybernetic ecology. So let's begin. So you've made it to Token Trove. What do you do and how do you orient yourself? Well, this is Book Game Spectators, so let's start with the two most important tabs, Market and Activity. Market is where people are offering up different book games that they may be trying to offload or float. Now you can change the denomination from ETH to IMX to USDC. Unless you want to get technical with it, it's best to just leave it on ETH, but there might be different values because somebody may have accidentally placed it in other categories or they might not understand the ratio. So you might want to check in there for an opportunity, but otherwise just use ETH. Next, the sort by. This is important similarly to using YouTube search operators to change the surface area of how you consume this. Now, specifically, since this is the marketplace, how I think about it, since this is Book Game Spectator, we might as well start with the activity, right? We're spectating, right? That's the whole premise behind this channel. What's being offered? You're sorting it by price. You're saying, okay, well, this is the cheapest thing being offered right now. $71 cash denominated USD dollar. In Ethereum, it's 0.02200. This is an ambition at the highest level. Clear frame gold. So where's that on the chart? Ambition. Okay, ambition. Oh, it's only a 7,000 in circulation. Okay, ambition, gold. Okay, clear. Where's clear at? Okay, clear is 11.18. Okay, so you got to do a little bit of math on that. But there's only 2,000 of it in gold. That's interesting. It's definitely a catch. But that's the trick. Sometimes you can see things and it's like, okay, is it? But this isn't really where I wanted to lead this specific episode. In this specific entry, I wanted to start with the basics, right? So, how do we think about spectating? Well, you have to understand the platform itself. So this is what's being offered, and we see it via the price. You're in the market tab, you're sorting by price. This is the price from least to highest. If you change this arrow key from lowest to highest, you can see some of the highest floated prices, right? So let's switch that back. And then yeah, no, my mind is focused on this because I'm like, yo, what? Yeah, that's a good deal. But again, sometimes you think it's a good deal because in many respects it is based on your ratios. But when you think about your actual capital to spend, whether that's $71 or $171 or $371, sometimes there's more. You can get more rarity out of that dollar spend if you take the time to do the research and crunch the numbers. Sometimes you might say, okay, well, it's good, but unless you have that much working capital to kind of float that many individual pieces, you might get better return on your investment by taking right? Like here, we have a tenacity helps you get there. Tenacity helps you get there. What is that in lava? Lava wood. Okay, that's interesting. 77 versus. See, this is where it gets interesting to kind of try to start chunking those differences. There's less circulation. See, in order to kind of do due diligence on this, we would have to go a couple layers deeper, and that's not the point of this. You see, I'm getting sidetracked. I've been out of the book game spectating games so much. I'm like, yo, what? Yo, there's some deals here. Like, yo, what's going on right now? But that's where we're at in the marketplace. So, okay, market, price, listing time as well. This is actually really crucial because just similarly to market, okay, price, okay, what's going on, what can I get with the least amount of capital versus what's the rarity available, versus you scroll down and you're like, okay, there's some really crazy market value. Like, this is absolutely wild to see this in this sort of ratioed area of the asset class, right? And that's what makes book game spectating so powerful, to be able to catch these market opportunities. I wonder how long this will sit in there, but I also say that you can't really jump on these things, right? Because so many things. I mean, this really stands out to me. I mean, come on now. This is a kind candor. What is that? Yeah, kind candor, hollow, and rainbow for 140. But based on all the other things that are being associated with, wow, that's, yeah, this is book game spectator, people. Wow. We just okay, woo, yeah, okay. I've been out of the marketplace a while. I'm getting a little bit of psychic reverb. I'm like, whoo, I need to get back into the game. I need to crunch some numbers. Knowing me, I'd be like, yo, jump on it, jump on it. But I'm like, no, no, no. The ethos of a book game spectators: do your due diligence, because that might be a really, really good value, but until you've actually done the due diligence, after you make that purchase, you might stumble across something and you might be like, oh, dang, was it really the best value? Okay, so as we continue, okay, so market, price, that's the first layer. Market, price, sorting through that from lowest price to highest price. Next, we sort by the listing time. Now, this is crucial because this is Book Game Spectator, and one of the most satisfying events that you can experience as a community member in terms of book games, and in terms of your engagement as a spectator, is to what we call in the community sniping. Okay, so based on where you're at, okay, I'm just looking, okay, it's market, listing time, okay, upload, refresh, refresh. Sometimes you will see things matriculate through and you'll say, ain't, did somebody fat finger that? Is that, see, like, I'm looking at some of these stuff and I'm like, yo, that's, wow, 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 wow. But let me not get hung up. I'm just teaching you guys how I think about spectating. Market, listing time. Okay, we're listing. This is incredibly crucial for book game spectating. Price, okay, you're doing your due diligence, you're scraping the floor, you're weighing your ratios based on that. Sort by listing time is when you get a little bit mixy and you can go in and start sniping. Now, this takes a little bit more due diligence because it's like, okay, well, do you really expect me to just sit here and click refresh? Right? But sometimes you never know when something might float through, and whether somebody fat fingered it, it's a mistake, or they got the book game for free and they don't really value it, or it's misvalued. Like, those can be some of the most rewarding opportunities. And that is where we're gonna leave off. In the next video, we're gonna go into the activities section and view that.